Metaphiles.
Welcome back to Metaphiles, a podcast that talks to you. I'm Jason Ford.
I'm Zach Catfrey.
The theme of this episode is garbage.
Well, you picked it.
We both agreed it was garbage.
But you still want to do it? Even though it's garbage?
Yeah, you wanted to do it too.
Well, I don't want the episode to be garbage.
We agreed before recording that it would be garbage.
You want to have a bad episode?
It's going to be a good episode. Hopefully. It's going to be garbage.
And that is good to you? That is going to be, the episode's going to be garbage? You trying to tank the show?
No. The theme is garbage.
Yeah. But we're going to still do it?
Yeah. We agreed to do it. You said, let's do it.
Well, who's on second then?
The theme is garbage.
Garbage. Trash.
Refuse.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Bloody rubbish. But actually, not as an...
Is the theme gonna be garbage? It's my Ozzy Osbourne impression.
Ozzy talking garbage.
What's that, Ozzy? What did you say?
And we'll get right into it.
Garbage.
And I think that there's no better way to start than just with a game. This, by the way, garbage.
Very on brand. We're making garbage as we make garbage.
Jay, this week that we're back to
self-deprecating.
just you and me.
Yeah. Michael is cool, but...
He's cool. There's maybe some people who would have said last week's episode was garbage, but this week's episode is garbage.
Exactly.
But as lovely as it was to have Michael, he was in between us. And now we're back to that old Zach and Jay magic.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jay and Zach magic. That can be like our Team Edward or Team whoever the other one was.
Ooh. It was Jacob.
Okay. You ever watch any of those?
Straight fucking garbage. I never did watch them.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to our viewers who like Harry Potter. Harry Potter is wizards and magic.
Harry Potter, take the trash out of Hogwarts.
Fucking beep.
You'd think we have a spell for it, but we don't. Round back there's dumpsters.
Take out the garbage, Harry.
Take it out to the Hogwarts dumpster.
It's Tuesday. Take out the garbage.
Then we'll learn potions.
The whole Harry Potter franchise, but they all have that accent.
Yeah.
You're wizard, Harry Potter.
And I'm Hermione.
I
know all the answers.
We gotta take a read of Gryffindor, Harry Potter. I don't know. What do they call garbage in Britain? England, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. Who gives a shit?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Yeah.
And we might learn.
The bin. They say the bin.
They do. They call it the bin.
It's fucking freaks.
And they call a car a wheel around. Can you believe it?
No, I can't and I don't.
Okay. Now that we're back to the old Zach and Jay magic, clearly, let's play a little game, and it's a variation of the Newlywed Game, a moldy old game show from long yore, where...
Well, I remember watching that. It was directed by old Johnny Slinkin.
Sure, it was
he had a
part
lot of good work there at ABC back in the 50s, 40s, 30s.
Johnny Slinkin was the king of the game show back then. You would often hear in the halls of NBC, "Slinkin' or get out!"
Yeah. Shame what happened to him. Shame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he got the ultimate whammy. A tiger ate him.
It's on YouTube. You can see it. It's in black and white. It's a graphic video.
Yeah. It's called Slinkin' Tiger Fail. Go ahead and look it up right now.
Wacky sound effects. All right, what do you got? Marriage Game.
The Newlywed Game.
We all remember the show.
Here's how it works. Or how it'll work here. Variation on it. We're going to each have a piece of paper. And we're going to each write down...
Oh,
no, there's more.
Oh. Well, I'm sold already.
We're going to ask the question, what is the last food garbage that we created? And I'm going to write down what I think yours was. And you're going to write down what you think mine was.
Wait.
And then we'll review it.
Take it back.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to write down what I threw away as food, and I'm going to throw away what you wrote down as garbage.
And Michael is the guest this week.
Let's bring him on now.
Let's go.
Oh, hey guys, I'm back. I threw away a can of
You
beans.
sound just like him.
That's because I am him. For those listening at home that listen on the audio version, they'll think it's really me, because it is.
Hey, it's me, Michael.
It's me. I love candy.
I'm going to need a new piece of paper. I made an airplane out of mine, which is now garbage.
Is a paper airplane garbage? It is garbage.
It depends on how long you're interested in throwing it around. Once that ends, it's garbage.
I'm going to write down what I think the last thing you threw away as food garbage. And you're going to write down what you think the last thing I threw away as food garbage.
Hey, pound it. Sounds like a good idea.
Feels nice. You want to pound it?
Yeah.
Pound it. Okay. I think the last thing you threw away was... Now, can it be something food was in, or it has to be organic food?
Organic, edible.
Okay.
If you wouldn't put it in your tummy, then it don't count.
Oh.
Well, you're not a garbage
It
eater,
has to
are ya?
be... Like, you're saying no chip bags.
No chip bags.
But
no chips.
would like...
If there's chips left in the bag, yeah.
Okay. Who would do such a thing? You gotta shake
Not
out
me.
the last little shards? Come on. Come on, money bags. It has to be something you could have put in your mouth, but you instead chose to put it in the trash.
Sure, yeah.
This is going to be very hard for me, actually, because what I don't finish, I give to the dog, unless it's poison for the dog.
Interesting.
So maybe it could also be something that just sat in your fridge to the point where you didn't want it anymore.
Well, that's garbage, ain't it?
Okay.
If you would give it to your dog, I think your dog is... Look at him as another garbage can. He's just a fucking garbage can.
My dog's name is Garbage Can.
Yeah.
So that works. Come here, Garbage Can.
Come here.
Well, that very much changes my answer. if he counts as garbage can.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people burn their garbage instead of putting it into a can. Some people recycle because they give a shit, you know?
So you're writing down what you think the last thing I fed to my dog is, which is like...
Sure.
All right. That's close enough, I guess. I know exactly what the correct answer is. I think it's kind of impossible for you to guess it, but...
Damn.
Well, no. No, not really. You just have to think about things I eat a lot. And I have to think about things you eat a lot but don't want to finish. So I'm
Don't
gonna
happen
say
often. Don't happen
that,
too often.
You didn't finish. Got it. I don't feel great about the guess, but I feel good.
This is honestly a pretty tough question.
Yeah.
TBH.
And we are, of course, the newly pods. But
Yeah.
if we get it wrong, we don't have to end the podcast. We just have to be better. Which,
Trying real hard.
trying real hard, and most weeks succeeding at getting better at being podcasters. I mean, we've done 11, which means we're better at doing them than we were when we had only done 10.
Hopefully.
Well, just by
Yeah.
value of quantity.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so I will reveal my answer to the camera and to the microphone. I think you threw away some spaghetti that you didn't finish, or
That's
pasta.
not a bad guess. That's not a bad guess.
Big pasta guy.
I would never throw that out.
That's
My mom's spaghetti, I could eat 5 pounds of that shit.
before your big rap battle.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a good guess.
What was the correct answer?
You know what? Shit.
You don't know.
I don't know if it counts, but it's a pork chop bone. Maybe a little,
See,
little
that was
meat
like-
left on it.
I was gonna say chicken wing bone, but that's not something you would put in your mouth. I still would have been wrong, but I was gonna say bone. So I count that I wrote down bone. Now that I know your weird rules, I did write down bone.
No,
And
you
it was an animal
didn't.
bone. I did. I'm gonna fix it in post. So I said bone. I wanted to say bone, but you made me think I shouldn't.
Interesting.
Honeymoon's over. But I straight up was gonna write down chicken bone. And
Well,
I
it
would've-
still would have been wrong.
Yeah, but I would have been bone, so that I would
That's
have felt.
fly, not walk. That's not even the same.
Yeah, pigs don't fly famously. But
Infamous for not flying.
I count it as a almost victory.
Probably a lot closer than I'm about to get.
What did I throw in the mouth of garbage can?
Tortilla. Soft.
That is an excellent guess. I do eat a lot of tortillas. Today, pre-podcast, I had a sandwich. The two foods I consume the most, for sure, is burritos and sandwiches. Today was sandwich day.
Really splitting hairs, honestly.
Well, but specifically what I fed him was piece of cheese.
Ooh, yummy.
Pepper jack, to be exact, but I would have accepted any cheese. Or any, if you had said sandwich, the cheese came off of a sandwich, so.
Yeah. Well, cheese is pretty high up on the list of things I would never throw away.
No, I
just
would
eat it.
I threw it into the mouth of garbage can
I guess
as,
you were-
as a favor.
Yeah.
I rarely don't finish what's on my plate because I'm a very good boy. But I do save a little garbage can a bite.
It's his new nickname from
'Cause
now on.
he's also a good boy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you and him have your issues. You disagree on politics.
I don't want to get all mad and heated, so let's just keep keep talking about garbage.
And so that's some food garbage that we've created. We're talking garbage and us. We just created garbage as we played.
Mm-hmm.
Were we not talking garbage, that game wouldn't have happened, and the garbage that the game created wouldn't have happened. So garbage lead to garbage.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Ego.
Yeah, it's a thing I think our modern society could really remember these days.
Is garbage in, garbage out?
Look at all this shit on the internet. It's all garbage. Quantifiably, all of it.
Yeah.
And it's all we're getting into our fucking brains.
Not Tetris.
Okay.
Tetris is not garbage. I will never hear otherwise. Jay, if you're going to sit there and tell me that Tetris is garbage...
Not now. Not ever.
Then
I would never say that.
We're going to have to get a podvorce. That's how seriously I take my Tetris.
All right, high school baby, why are you in school counseling? Well, my parents got a podvorce. If you'll excuse me, I need to change my diaper. I'll be right back.
Do you think anyone's ever gotten divorced because of their podcast? There's no shortage of them.
I'm sure it's happened somewhere.
Probably has.
And then once again, I blame the internet. Once again, garbage in, garbage out.
And then they both started separate podcasts where the one, his podcast was named The Jane is a Bitch Podcast. And hers is the Doug is a Sloppy Shithead Show.
Hi, welcome back to the Doug is a Sloppy Shithead Show. We're going to be talking about how much Doug is a sloppy shithead.
And this week's guest, my lawyer.
So,
my
what do you do?
Attorney.
Lawyer, huh?
Say, when did you first realize that Doug was a sloppy shithead?
Well, I don't want to say much on camera on the recording.
But we're talking garbage, and we're talking garbage as it relates to us, and it's sort of a hard topic to discuss the personal angle of it, because I don't want to reveal that I am kind of a sloppy shithead.
Well, you've been keeping it under wraps pretty tight.
Yeah.
Sort of. This is sarcasm. I would refer you to our 5th episode, I believe.
Oh, you were... I'll have to go and rewatch that one and then go and rewatch this one.
Yeah, just kind of get what I was doing there.
And everybody should just do that every week. Every week, just go ahead and watch the sarcasm episode before you watch the new one. Just get a little refresh so that you can know.
When I'm shitting all over Zach.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and play that clip now. The whole episode.
And we're back, and you now have about 50 minutes left of this episode to watch. Things I throw away or don't throw away. I'm not a hoarder. I'm truly not, but I am a bit of a pack rat. So there are many things that I do not throw away that most people would, because I think, like, I'll figure out some kind of artistic use for that. For example, and this, I am not a hoarder. I don't think anything bad will happen to me if I threw these away, but I currently have...
The distinction, real quick, is funny between a pack rat and a hoarder. So the difference is that it's some kind of OCD element to it. Is the point of demarcation there between pack rat and hoarder?
It is my personal point of demarcation, certainly.
Okay.
I don't know if you could look that up in a psychological journal, but I think if you're a hoarder, it means that you think if you throw things away, something bad will happen. I am A, lazy, and B, a weirdo artist who gets incredible ideas when I see the simplest things that others might see garbage and I see opportunity. Such as I currently have
let's go.
4 full trash bags, proper black clad trash bags, filled with
proper bin bags,
proper glad bags filled with rubbish,
No. Art. Empty plastic water bottles that I'm going to glue together into a kind of a room, four-walled room that people can sit in, and the plastic is between them and the world. And then doesn't that say something?
Well, it's just kind of like how our current society throws away so much garbage, and so much of it is plastic that it's getting all into the environment, and it's almost like we are building a prison of plastic around us, a fatal circle of artificial refuse that will never leave us.
Yes, and wasn't that my intention when I thought it up, versus that I just actually thought, like, that'll look cool.
Hey, wouldn't it be cool if you sat in middle of a bunch of water bottles?
It'll look cool.
Kind of an H2O sanctuary, if you will.
Yeah, I'm calling it the sensory deprivation tank. Look out, Joe Rogan. He loves those, I think.
Bless his heart.
Is there anything you don't throw away?
My pride. An opportunity to eat Checkers fries. RC helicopters, you'll never see me throwing one of those away. My mom. I'll never throw away my mom.
An RC helicopter would be the kind of thing where I wouldn't even know where to start with throwing that away and not feeling awful about it.
You just fly it over to the dump. Fly it into your neighbor's garbage can.
Well, but you'd need to put a camera of some kind on it to know when it had reached the dump, and then you also are then having to throw away the camera.
Well, you gotta throw it away.
The camera?
Darth, wait, no. You're playing mind tricks on me again. I think it's time for Leia plays.
Well, since we're talking garbage, I suppose it might as well be.
Anyways, welcome to Leia Plays. It's a better podcast. I think a good podcast would be you could put a webcam on a garbage man, and as he's going along his garbage route, you could just be there with him, just getting off the garbage truck and just.
Is there audio?
Yeah, you can hear the light rustlings of old pizza crust and dirty diapers and such, and water bottles.
The light
and then,
rustling of dirty diapers.
some garbage ASMR, some GASMR. And then the crushing of said refuse, and then he gets back on the truck and he goes to the next one. You ride along with him.
And is there chat
It's just the whole podcast
between him and his...
Just garbage man chat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the game last night? Hey, my wife hit a fucking bitch. All right.
Hey, you see that pizza box on 3rd? They just talk about the garbage.
Let me tell you about this garbage can I found about 2011. I was about coming out of college, and anyways, I was trying to, but hey, I ended up here. So it had this whole fucking library of Encyclopedia Britannica.
I swear to God, A through Z. Just stack.
On my mom, A through Z.
Swear to God, on my mom. Who I never throw away.
This has been Leia Plays.
I think probably everybody on Earth who has seen it wishes they could have ridden around on one of those garbage trucks, right? It looks so fun.
It was dope as hell, man.
It's like,
Yeah.
I bet there's people out there who became garbage men specifically because they were like, I want to fucking ride around on that thing all the time. It's cool.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
And there you go. We'll be right back. Or, as I think we might start saying permanently, click, click, boom.
We're back. segment 2 of Garbage.
Garbage.
Everybody does it.
Everybody does.
Not everybody keeps it. Not everybody throws it away.
And some people do or don't throw it away for different reasons, even. Hoarders, pack rats.
Sure. I wonder if there's anybody alive who has never created any garbage. It's completely impossible. I mean, technically, if you take a dump, that's garbage.
No.
No?
No, it actually isn't, because let's read the definition, because it's
I'm getting all twisted up inside. Hold on.
There's a he's got to go untwist. Oh fuck.
It wasn't like that before, was it?
We'll just start segment 2 again.
No. Oh wait, yeah, it was.
Or no, we can leave that in.
You sure?
We can leave in you being like, oh. Because then at least it's like
All right.
people will watch it fall and then they'll see us realize it fell. I think that's fine.
Okay, it is the garbage podcast.
Yeah, and we'll just come back in on that. It is the garbage podcast, and we're doing a garbage job. And we're garbage, and
Yeah, we're not doing anything. Yeah.
and we should just be in the garbage. And everybody should print out this episode and throw it in the garbage. I don't know how you print, like a 3D printer maybe or something. And I was about to read the definition because there is like a weird certain organic matter is garbage and certain ones aren't. So here's the nice.
Oh yeah.
The prop this week is now holding a cigarette, and that is.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke it. No, I'm gonna
I was
pick it up and
wheeling
smoke
it over you to you. Here, let me deliver you a cigarette.
No. I'm gonna pick it up and smoke it.
I know. I'm gonna deliver it to you.
You're gonna fuck up the grip. It's very delicate.
I won't fuck it up. Here we go.
All right.
Cigarette delivery. Here you go, Mr. Ford.
Ooh.
Oh man, I want you to take that out onto the town, and that's just how you smoke cigarettes from now on. Here's the definition of garbage, so that we all have our
The baseline.
Yeah.
The real shit.
Yeah. So, Garbage is an American rock band formed in 1993 in Madison, Wisconsin, consisting of Scottish singer Shirley Manson and American musicians Duke Erickson on guitar and bass, Steve Marker on guitar and keyboards, and Butch Vig on drums.
Huh.
So, that is what Garbage is. And could anybody ever make it through their whole life without doing that? Tarzan. Do banana peels count?
They count as garbage,
As
yeah.
garbage. Well, all right. Let's get into these. Are a little bit more specific.
Do animals make garbage?
I don't think so. In the 1880s, 4 categories of garbage existed, and 2 of them were defined. All right. The word garbage, by the way, etymology time, originally was used to refer specifically to chicken giblets and other entrails, which would not be used in cooking. This is from a 15th century Middle English cookbook. That was the first time the word garbage was used, and it referred to the part of a food that you wouldn't use.
Interesting.
So, in the 1880s, ashes from coal and wood and stuff, garbage, rubbish, and street sweepings were the 4 categories. Garbage was the technical term for putrescent organic matter such as kitchen or food scraps.
Sounds like my third wife. Oh.
I want you to, every time you do that joke, whenever you feel like doing it,
Let's do a fourth, fifth,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
subsequent.
yeah. You knew.
God willing.
You knew. We are the newly pods. Scraps fed to pigs and livestock. Rubbish was dry goods such as boxes, bottles, tin cans, wood, metal, glass, blah, 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 blah. So actually, the British, rubbish is mostly what garbage is.
The
And-
British came up with garbage.
They came up with it.
I thought it was American. That was an American band. Sounded like it.
No, Scottish singer.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah. Well, shit. I mean,
Shirley
that
Manson.
tracks. Yeah.
One of the Manson girls.
Shirley
I think.
Manson. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So Tarzan never created any of that. He created garbage, but not rubbish. We're asking, could a person go through their whole life without creating rubbish? Tarzan
Surely
could.
not. Well, Tarzan, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe he had. Well, shit. He did wear them loincloths, and they didn't last. They don't last forever.
That's true, and cloth was one of the things that counts as rubbish. So even Tarzan.
Well, it really was fur, right? He didn't. He wasn't making textiles. You know, it was fur.
True. Yeah. So did Tarzan create rubbish or garbage? He created garbage for sure. So no, I don't think a person could.
Shit? He's a completely fictional character in the first place.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I do know that it's true. I felt like my acting was too good for a second there.
Be careful, man.
Yeah.
Careful with that. Careful, daytime Emmy. Don't be too good at acting.
Do you think if somebody, you familiar with the EGOT? An EGOT is when somebody has won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, and that at that point, that person is considered to be like a king of the performing arts.
A polymath.
Yeah, but do you think if it's a daytime Emmy, then it's called a DEGOT instead of an EGOT? And that the EGOT people are like, well, you got a DEGOT.
EGOT, huh?
You can hang out with us for a little while, but
EGOT, huh? I got a DEGOT. Huh.
no, DEGOT is worse.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, daytime Emmy's not as good as a real Emmy. That's for like who was the best Ellen.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. Well, do you know any examples of such an EGOT? Who's an EGOT?
I believe Whoopi Goldberg has EGOTed.
Next Generation, Star Trek, Sister Act. That wasn't a fucking.
She won an Oscar for Sister Act.
No way.
She
in
may
hell.
have won a Tony for a stage adaptation of Sister Act, actually.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know a ton about the career of Whoopi Goldberg yet, because we haven't done an episode about her yet.
Let's ask our fans.
Let's
Sound
ask
off
yeah.
in the comments, all you Oprah fans.
This week, at the end, instead of saying garbage, it'll say Whoopi Goldberg.
Sorry, Whoopi.
She's the only one I can remember. Yeah, we're not saying Whoopi Goldberg is garbage. That was
No.
absolutely not.
What kind of garbage do you think a show like Whoopi Goldberg's show produces? A lot of paper, probably a lot of uneaten craft table
Yep.
leavings,
Yep.
books. They,
Yeah.
they all read the fucking book and they're like,
I happen to know that she
Toss it in the trash.
eats tin cans, so there is not any of that.
interesting. She eats tin cans.
Whoopi Goldberg eats tin cans. That's a very famous fact about her.
Well, we're getting into lawsuit territory there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't sign no NDA or anything like that, but she might still sue us
Well,
for disclosing that spicy hot insider info.
yeah, and we're pretty behind on our t-shirts right now, so But we do have your candy sticks you use to hold candy bars with. You've made any progress on that in the lab?
I'm just sitting on it, just waiting for the world to be ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna be a while, but
If you can build a better mousetrap.
yeah.
Garbage in the world. You want a factoid?
Here's a factoid: the whole fucking world is garbage.
Oh, man.
Nah, let's have a factoid. I was joking.
In terms of garbage, the most efficient city, meaning the least trash makes it to landfills. You want to guess or you just want to know?
Let me guess.
Okay.
City.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You look so debonair with your cigarette hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're like a Cruella de J right now.
Ooh, I like that.
Who, say what you will, very debonair.
Yeah, that's true. This, oh, jeez.
And she also, in a way, was just making loincloths. So why do we love Tarzan and hate Cruella de Vil? They're exactly the same in every way. Anyways.
Well, that's a match made in heaven, honestly. I think he could fix her.
Oh, they would be a power couple.
Mm-hmm.
They'd EGOT.
Oh, yeah.
They'd EGOT. And I'm not talking DEGOT. They'd EGOT.
Daytime Emmy bullshit. Wow, I'm still thinking of this question. Denver, Colorado.
That's a good guess.
It's too cold to throw out garbage there.
You need to keep it and make coats out of it. It is not a U.S. city. So if you'd like a second guess based on knowing that, I can vamp about Cruella de Vil some more while you're thinking.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Danzig, Norway.
Mother, don't you throw your garbage in the landfill. Gonna take it to the recycling.
No, it is not Danzig, Norway. Is that a real place?
Yeah.
The correct answer is Copenhagen, Denmark.
Hey.
Yeah.
Scandinavian, come on now.
Yeah, same arena. But there's no Glenn Copenhagen out there singing great 80s music.
Hell of a guy. Nice fella.
Only 3 to 4% of their trash ends up in landfills. Most of it is converted into energy that powers most people's homes in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Like in Back to the Future 2?
Like in Back to the Future 2. Like in that little hose. Which, by the way, Back to the Future, it happened fairly recently that it was the year that he went to.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, how come there's not actually hoverboards yet? But meanwhile, how come there is not something to do with garbage yet? But nobody cared.
How come you
about
can't turn any garbage into energy instantly, like in a fucking blender?
Well, yeah, sure, but skateboards have to still be on the ground. I mean, I'm saying we could deal with both. We could.
You just hover over piles and piles of garbage.
Yeah, it's one problem solves the other. and I have to tie my own shoes.
Shoes don't fill up with air and like strangle your feet and stay on your feet.
Copenhagen, 3 to 4%.
Well, you know what? Congratulations. Wow.
I was not able to find the specifics of the U.S., but generally, I think they like kind of averaged it out. 69% of
Nice.
U.S. trash goes to yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
cool.
hot. So the Danes have us beat squarely, but
You gotta give them something. You gotta throw them something.
yeah, and you won't love this, but hey, Denmark, how many Iron Mans have you created? Huh? How many? So yeah, you're doing some stuff right, but
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right, Zach. This is the garbage episode.
oh no, fair's fair.
It's fitting that we mention Marvel in this episode.
Fair's fair. I did it to
It's
you about
fucking
Leia players. so.
Garbage.
Some states in the U.S. ship their garbage to other states in the U.S. to put in their landfills. And apparently Michigan has recently been taking measures to prevent being the landing spot of the trash of the United States and Canada. Apparently everybody just wants to turn Michigan into one big ass landfill.
Wow.
So, of course, we know that
Star Wars.
no, what's the state that's
Connecticut.
gonna that? No. Oh yeah, Connecticut is the helicopter state, and apparently Michigan is the trash state.
Major imports garbage.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Detroit.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with all this garbage? Send it to Michigan.
It's like when you sweep the last little bit of dust under the rug or the couch. That's what we're doing. We're sweeping
That's
all of
Michigan.
our garbage just up to as far towards Canada as we can get it. But then Canada's pushing it back, and Michigan's right in the middle, losing the fight.
Stuck in the middle with it. Wow, it's
Canadian trash to the north of me. U.S. to the south. Here I am, taking all of your trash. Our apologies to anyone in Michigan who can manage to.
you're not garbage.
You're not garbage, and if you've managed to get your arms up out of the mounds of trash that you live amongst to get headphones into your ears.
Kept your head above the waves of refuse.
And our message to you, Michigan, is keep keeping that head up.
Yeah.
Keep it up. And maybe take a message from Whoopi Goldberg. Learn to eat tin cans and save yourself.
Eat the garbage that you're drowning in.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Click, click, boom.
Click, click, boom, etc. Welcome back. Segment 3. Say it with me. You at home. Why garbage?
And this is one of the ones where the answer to why is very easy. It's
Is it, though?
Oh, you know what? Perhaps not. And perhaps I said that in order to say how talented are the metaphiles. That is it easy? Of course it's not. It's easy for us.
Hubris.
You're right.
We're steeped in hubris.
I'm due for a fall.
If there was some there was some manner of receptacle into which we could shed this hubris.
A hubris bag.
Yeah.
Hubris bag t-shirt.
Can you take it? You take it. The hubris. Ozzy Osbourne, everybody.
Everybody at home, do a little Ozzy at home.
Do a little Ozzy. Going off the rails on a crazy garbage can.
People just heard, they heard a little garbage can just there. Why garbage is, because we make and consume things as a people. There's really no way around it. Not even Tarzan got out of doing it. So why garbage is because we gotta eat. And we gotta eat chips.
You
And
talking
chips
Checkers?
Gotta be in a bag. And
Yeah.
we gotta make rooms out of plastic water bottles, so therefore we need plastic water bottles. There's just no getting around it. There's
Just
gonna always
no
be garbage.
getting around it.
The most advanced race of aliens, they got garbage. They have to.
Well, they probably pulled a Back to the Future 2 and just turn around and immediately into energy.
So we can't
Or Denmark.
not have garbage. But what can we do with garbage? We're not here to answer that.
If we could, we wouldn't be doing this fucking podcast, I'll tell you that.
No. Be out there eating tin cans like Whoopi Goldberg and working my way towards that EGOT.
We'd be 3 letters up to an EGOT, a full 4. Sorry, go
We
ahead.
would be got at least.
At least on the GOT level.
Of the EGOT, if you really are imagining your best self and your best life of the EGOT,
It's going to take a lot of imagining.
which is the last one you think that you are going to be awarded?
Probably the T, the trash award.
Same. Tonys are trash. They're garbage. They're garbage.
What is the Tony for, by the way?
Stage.
Oh,
Broadway.
stage?
Broadway and stuff. That would be the last one for me, definitely, because I do not like show tunes at all. So it's going to be very hard for me to write one. To want to write one. As soon as I do, it's going to win a Tony, for sure. But it'd be hard for me to want to.
Hubris, Zach. Hubris. Well, what does your notes say? What does the internet say? Ooh, hey, internet, it's right about everything.
It's right about
Talk
everything.
about hubris.
It's right about everything on this show. The internet taught me about a field of study known as garbology. See, you like notes.
I love it.
You experience-
Garbology. That's a better band than garbage.
It is.
Yeah.
You experienced hubris. Garbology is the study of modern refuse and trash, as well as the use of trash cans, compactors, and trash liners. The term was coined by a fellow named A.J. Weberman.
All garbage Weberman.
All garbage Weatherman. All garbage Weatherman. Who coined it in 1971 while he was busy being a real weirdo searching through Bob Dylan's garbage. Which is apparently...
Whoa.
I went ahead and did a side research on A.J. Weberman, and apparently this was a thing he did a lot. It was like his favorite activity was just see what Bob Dylan's throwing.
Put a GoPro cam on that guy, not the garbage man.
That's a podcast.
What the hell?
Yeah. Love going through Bob Dylan's garbage, picking out old harmonicas.
Instead of learning to live, they're learning to look through garbage.
And Bob Dylan, I think, came out of the house and was like, "Why are you doing this?" And he was like, "It's garbology, man."
Garbology.
And thus, an entire field of study was born.
Sure, yeah. How did
But
they
it
get
was,
to there from that motherfucker?
In 1987, an archaeologist named William Rathje from the University of Arizona
Good guy.
decided to look at landfills from an archaeological perspective, which is a thing that throughout human history we have learned a lot about past societies by what they throw away. The earliest things humans ever threw away were bone fragments from animal bones that they were trying to make tools out of. And we have gone back and...
TGI Fridays, wing meals, perhaps.
Yeah.
Tools? Okay.
is the last thing that you threw away was a bone.
That's true.
Nothing changes.
Damn.
And they determined that the more a society based themselves on agriculture, the quality of animal bones changed because they were being fed crops and being used to produce crops.
They were drinking their milk.
They were drinking their milk, so they had strong garbage. Garbage.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Garbage, as fascinating as anything else.
Including this episode.
Absolutely. Well,
Wow.
we are now included in the field of garbology, I guess. So he
I'll
starts doing that
Receive my PhD now.
with modern trash. And this was in 1987, at which point people believed that the top 3...
That's when I was born.
Huh.
Garbology.
If you were
In the flesh.
if you were a high school baby, you could have studied garbology.
Yeah.
High school baby.
Great show.
In 1987, people believed the top 3 things that were garbage in a landfill were fast food containers, diapers, and styrofoam. But
Styrofoam.
Yeah, that was much bigger then.
Different times.
Yeah, we've moved away from it a
plastic
bit.
now.
Still a lot of it, though.
Yeah.
But actually, those things made up only 3%, less than 3% of what was in the 1987 landfill. 20 to 24% in 1987, plastic. 40% paper. A thing that we are doing away with in some sort of. Like a lot of it, I think of that 40%, 15% of it, I think it said, was newspapers, and those are gone.
Yeah, imagine how much leftover fucking garbage paper newspapers created. Wow.
Yeah, unlike us here at Metaphiles, we're certainly not.
Yeah. Shit.
I don't know if any of that answers why garbage, but it certainly gives us a broader spectrum here.
Well, we can learn a lot remembering the phrase garbage in, garbage out. But do we ever think about garbage out, garbage in?
Ooh.
What can we learn from the garbage that we put out? What can we learn from feeding your dog a little slice of cheese or a pork chop bone? What does that say about me? If I got big muscles and a big manly man eating a lot of meat off the bone. So I learned about something about myself today.
Your garbage equals that you have big muscles.
It's a pork chop bone, sure. I'm just in my house, just lifting weights. And yours says that you have a dog that you love very much.
Yeah. If we were a garbage weatherman and we were going through Bob Dylan's trash and we found a lot of milk jugs, we would assume I probably can't break Bob Dylan's bones as I wish to if I'm AJ Weatherman, I guess. I'm assuming.
Plan A, scrap it.
Yeah, plan A is
Plan
gone.
B, kick him in the dick. I don't know.
What would his voice sound like after that? Were you about to say something?
I was just trying to remember a Bob Dylan song that I could do that voice on, but I can't remember a single one of them at this moment.
Do you want to keep trying?
Well, no, let's just go ahead and say that. I mean, the audience gets the joke that I was going to do. Just imagine, like, the funniest version of that.
Yeah. You do some of the work for once, audience.
Yeah. Just think about it. Give us a bit of a breather here.
Yeah.
And just big laugh.
Yeah. In fact,
Big laugh.
for the next 7 seconds,
Sure.
audience, you be funny. Here we go, starting now. All right, great job.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. A garbage weatherman. If there was a garbage of anybody, any garbage that you can look through it, and there will be no consequences, and maybe you come up with a cool word out of it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg,
No.
in case she threw away any of those awards.
No,
She's like, I
it's,
don't need this Tony. I'm going to be an ego. And now you got the Tony, the hardest one to get.
You know who it would be? Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's
There's some secrets in there.
Strange stuff probably happening.
Yeah, there's some secrets in that bin.
Certainly not an Oscar. Oh, sorry, Tom.
Wait. No Oscars for old Tommy, huh?
No, wait, maybe he did.
That would be
Shit,
weird.
maybe he did. We can find out if we look through his garbage. If we just look through Tom Cruise's...
It's the only way that
Cruise's
we could.
garbage, we
It's
could
the
probably-
only way to find
Like a
out.
receipt for an Oscar. Do they give away receipts for Oscars? I got the... I
Casey
swear I
wanna
won it. I got it right
exchange it?
here. It was for Titanic.
Hey, I'd like to return this and get one of Meryl Streep's Oscars, please. This one I just don't.
Yeah, I'd like to return this. People still think I'm a shitty actor.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
This one's actually for sound editing, and I'd kind of wanted the best picture, so maybe.
I got the receipt right here.
Tom Cruise is a fantastic answer. I'm going to go with someone that we were talking about pre-pod. I would love to see what Nicolas Cage's garbage looks like, because I bet it's fun in there, you know?
It's fun.
Nicolas Cage seems like a guy that's having a lot of fun in life, and I bet his garbage reflects that.
Lord knows what he's doing. Maybe Picasso's garbage.
Oh.
It's like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Throws it out.
And then you keep all those, cross out Picasso, write J on them.
What I did was I drew, I painted like Picasso, and then I scribbled it out as a statement. An art statement.
Okay, well, Jay.
Yeah.
I feel like it has been a minute since we looked anything up on the IMDB Parents Guide.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
And it's been too long. There's people out there that are in danger of seeing
Being corrupted.
a bus. Corrupted. Nice. So let's just hear a few entries real quick from the IMDB Parents Guide, an open source resource for parents to warn each other of things that their children might not want to see, / for sickos to do whatever they do. Back to the Future 2. Lorraine at 1 grabs both of her breasts, all the while blaming Biff for forcing her to got that breast enlargement surgery.
All the while.
Mm-hmm. In one scene in the future, I don't know why it's important that it's in the future, but in one scene in the future, we could clearly see a female punk grabbing Marty's groin with her bare hands.
With her, she didn't even have cock grabbing gloves on,
which all parents own. Grabbing it with her bare hands, mistaking him for Marty's son. Again, do not know why that's important. While making a comment about him not having any scrotum. None at all.
What about throwing out garbage? That's pretty obscene. How about cutting out scenes from movies where people throw out garbage instead of recycle? You know?
Clear that up for me. What did you just say?
We should censor movies to where anytime anybody throws away garbage, it's just a screenshot, a still of the recycling receptacle nearest, or like some kind of recycling ad.
Just George Lucas in a recycling can lay it over top of a garbage can every time somebody throws anything away.
Yeah. I've had better ideas.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to put it on the fucking IMDB Parents Guide or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're allowed to use that as just like a hub for good ideas.
I have 3 kids.
The IMDB Parents Good Ideas Guide.
The IMDB Guide to Political Success for the 21st Century. It was all on IMDb, guys. We just had to... It was right there by trivia underneath the... I don't know. I'm going off, pal.
Yeah, you're getting pretty controversial over there. That's why I stepped back a little.
Somebody stop me.
That's from The
How about
Mask.
some garbage movies? Number one.
The Mask is one of the
Some
biggest
garbage
ones.
movies.
That's garbage. And let's talk about that.
Colloquial.
Yeah.
Why garbage in a colloquial sense?
Yeah.
Why do we associate garbage things with garbage?
Yeah, because is The Mask... The film The Mask, is it a waste material discarded by humans usually due to a perceived lack of utility? Is it that?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Who's fucking buying that DVD? It's fucking sitting in Michigan right now.
Yes, that's...
Every copy of that damn movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Michigan's like, hey,
parts.
trash, we get it. Stop sending us unsold copies of The Mask.
You're going to want to go over to... I don't know if people from Michigan have that accent, but for this, they do. You're gonna want to go over to the Mask County.
Yeah.
Just drive straight through the Mask County, and that'll get you to empty Doritos County.
I've never been to the Mass County. How do I know when I'm there?
Oh, you'll know.
Lots of Jim Carrey, but it's not funny.
Yeah,
Just keep driving.
yeah. You'll be tired of it pretty much as soon as you get
About
there.
5 miles in.
Yeah,
Tired of it.
Yeah, you'll feel like this guy is at once too meek and too aggressive, and well, look, I think it's.
Hey man, this here's the garbage episode.
This is it. That's garbage. What the fuck else?
Fucking garbage. Deal with it. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Deal with it.
Fucking garbage, bro.
I can't even say it all. It's the part of it that I say.
We just dumped this piece of garbage on you, the viewers.
This is the part of the sign off that I say.
This is a part of the garbage, crabby sign off that I say.
Oh. Oh my god. Hey, this is Zach Caffrey,
This is Jason Ford.
and we're the hosts of Metaphiles, the podcast that you just finished watching and technically are still watching. And while you're here, if you could, just go ahead and like this episode, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you're so inclined. Maybe the comment could be about, and then it'll say whatever the topic was that week. So this, say that.
Metaphiles.